my fellow fighters and the people of the world. I think I'll be the first YouTuber to say it out loud and confess that I believe Dr. Mbuyiseni Ndlozi is starting to become a weak link. He's starting to become and show signs of weaknesses. He's becoming a weak link into the agenda of journalism and the agenda of trying to at least educate the society, because in the midst of him thinking that he's educating the society by moving with Twitter trends, he found himself, and us we catch him in the midst of him lying. And I'll tell you why, but there's something he was saying about the other committee after Mchunu played the recording of the phone call. And I want you guys to listen to what he heard. Listen to this.
But what shocks me the most, just finally, is that those gossip mongers in parliament sat there. None of them say to Mchunu, did you attain permission and consent from Kwanazi to record a private telephone conversation between him and the chief of your office? Did Mkwanazi get to say, yes, you can record me in a private WhatsApp conversation phone call? What do our laws say about interception? Can you record me and then go, not only without my consent you are recording me, you go and play it in full view of a private conversation that was recorded without the consent? Even its publication needs consent. That's why journalists have to say, I'm about to record you. They can't just intercept you. Even a bank, insurance companies, they warn you, be warned, this call is for quality purposes. It's going to be recorded for quality purposes, because they will still have to comply with the law whether to publish it or not. Those gossip mongers, because they like gossip, they were sitting there listening to an interception of a phone call by the minister to a provincial commissioner without asking, is this lawful? Participating in a crime.
Not only did Mbuyiseni Ndlozi lie, Mbuyiseni Ndlozi also showed signs of not knowing what he's talking about. He also shows signs of commenting on things that he has never done thorough research on. He's saying that in the parliament, the gossip mongers, of course, we know he's attacking Julius Malema by saying that, because Julius Malema is the one who is given the title of being a gossiper. But then he's saying nobody questioned the validity of the legal fact behind that phone call being recorded and being played in parliament. But that's not true, because I also have the evidence to show you guys that someone did ask the question. Someone did ask the question as to, where did you get the legal right to be playing this clip, and where did you get the right to record General Mkwanazi's phone call? There is someone who has asked that question. Dr. Mbuyiseni Josie clearly doesn't know, and clearly he's misinformed, and he thinks that just because he has a PhD, some of us don't know the things that are happening in the country. But I'm gonna play the clip to you guys. I'm gonna expose to you guys everything. I'm gonna show you the clip. Fortunately, it was the person who it had to be to ask the relevant question. It had to be the evidence leader to ask that question. And the proof I'm gonna show you is gonna show you that the evidence leader did ask those questions, because it was the day of the evidence leader and Mchunu only. The members of parliament, it was not yet their day to ask a question. Hence, Julius Malema said, before they ended the whole thing, that Minister Mchunu, don't worry, the right and relevant questions are still coming. Why did Julius Malema say that? Because he knew, as the parliamentarians who are representing different political parties, they are not afforded the right to be asking the questions as yet. Their day to ask questions will come. Okay, guys, you're probably asking, decent Q, you're bluffing. Where is the proof? Dr. Ndlozi is right. Okay, I'm not bluffing. I'm not like Ndlozi. There is the proof here.
I mentioned it to you, but is this the way you conducted things in your office? No. No.
Okay,
There's
then
no-
maybe we'll ask him for a reason why he recorded Mchunu without his consent, or is there a legal reason that you as a minister and your chief of staff can record conversations with people under the Cyber Act or some legislation?
Now, we don't record people. I'm not aware of anybody in my office who have ever recorded a person. But in this instance, it's me who advised the chief of staff to say, you may need to record your conversations with General Mchunu because of the threats. It was not because for the commission, I wasn't thinking about the commission or any other thing, because he kept on saying, General Mchunu is angry. When a person says so-and-so is angry with you, you take it serious.
So can we just understand that even before this recording, Mchunu had phoned Gabinde and spoke to him in a threatening, because who decided that his conversation must henceforth be recorded?
First, he just told me that there's a threat. He's angry. He's saying 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then he came back, I think third time in one day, as they continued to talk. And at some point I felt that the way things are developing, it looks like they're developing fast and they've got anger inside, but they now have threats inside. Now, when he mentioned this one of if the minister knows he's clean, no, I think it came before that one, that I said, now we may now need to record. It was after he spoke about fight back. I don't think fight back was recorded, but I think it was at that point when I said, being experienced as I am, I felt that this may develop to something else. Then I said record.
So you see, who's bluffing now? Who is bluffing? So it's clear that this has nothing to do with educating the people. This has to be a mandate from the top down. And Ndlozi is down. The mandate must be coming from the top leadership, because it's part of the machine now. It's part of the matrix now. He's a journalist. He's pushing all of these things. So the mandate must be clear that you have to do all you have in your powers to undermine the Adhoc committee. Because where else will he be acting like this against the Adhoc committee? Calling it a joke, even coming to an extent of lying to his public listeners on radio. Guys, you see, when we tell you that the mainstream media, the journalists there, they will lie to you guys. And the danger with these lies is that people believe them because it's coming from the news. We hear this from the news. Ndlozi said nobody questioned Mchunu. Why Mchunu played that recording? But that's not true. People did question Mchunu. And it's not true that the people who were supposed to question Mchunu is the so-called mongerers, you know, the gossip mongers. It was not supposed to be them, because it was not yet their time to answer to question the minister. Their time is coming, and Julius, Malema, and Ndlozi, he told you, and you're gonna be watching, because you're always watching. You are gonna be. They lied to Ndlozi. That Ndlozi, did you see? And nobody questioned. They lied to him, and he believed it. They didn't even want to do research. Sis. So Ndlozi, we are telling you now, you are gonna be watching the CIC questioning Mchunu, and you're gonna be so tuned in, and your heart is gonna break. Because it's not going to be you doing the questions, it's going to be you looking from outside in. And it's until. Yes, but it is what it is. Thank